Starting, please wait. Propagating on YouTube is what it says. So you should be live on YouTube.
Hello.
Facebook just joined us.
Merry Christmas. Oh my, what was that?
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien. El Peri.
It does not feel like Christmas in a week.
Muchos gracias.
It still feels like
Peri?
Thanksgiving.
Let's see. Voila.
No, that's...
Oh, there,
Ta-da.
Okay, está cambiando la lengua.
Dankeschön.
¿Cómo?
¿Cómo?
Alright guys, I am
No,
Tara, the
entiendo.
author of the Dining Untitled Cookbook, along with my mom Jill, who isn't here today. We are doing our top 3, I am doing our top 3 recipes that if we don't have these recipes, we don't have Christmas at our house. It's just that simple. Right guys?
No, that's not how it works.
Well, it's not Christmas without Uncle Dave's dip and red Jello salad.
Nope.
Right?
It's not.
Have you ever had a Christmas without Uncle Dave's dip and
Yes, in fact,
Yeah.
I
Jello
have.
salad? When?
Last
Years
year.
ago.
Oh, whatever.
Last year we didn't have any.
Okay, these recipes are in our Dining on a Dime cookbook. You can eat better, spend less. This is our new hardcover color book edition, which should be about 2.5 weeks. We should start shipping these, hopefully. The way things have been going around here,
You
I ain't making no guarantees on nothing.
would think that this is Grand Central Station if you were to.
So everyone is loving the hats.
Thank you.
I forgot who it was that asked. Wanted to know where anything goes with Nicole. Was wondering where do we get them?
Walmart last year. So, okay, so these are in our cookbook. So I'm starting with the red Jello salad. So I have
You can explain the computer.
boiling water here. Oh, we can talk about it later. I have boiling water
It goes with the hats, Dad.
in my pan. I am adding red hots. Right here, red hots, just regular red hots, okay? Nothing fancy. And what I'm doing is dissolving the red hots in the boiling water here, okay? That's gonna take just a minute or longer.
We should have done
Which
that.
recipe are you starting with?
The red Jello salad.
Can you go share them?
Mike is sharing a link for that.
You just poured it in.
So I just poured in my cherry Jello. And then, as soon as the red hots are dissolved, oh, have mercy, see? Okay. As soon as the red hots are dissolved back here, we're gonna dissolve our cherry Jello, okay? All right, so let me do a little housekeeping while this is dissolving. First of all, on the planters, the printer has gotten a little behind. If you've gotten a shipping notice, your planner has sent. If you haven't gotten a shipping notice, it hasn't yet. We are going tomorrow night and getting the next batch of them. I don't think they're all going to get shipped in time for Christmas. As a matter of fact, I can guarantee they're not going to all get shipped in time for Christmas. But hopefully, everybody who's ordered up through yesterday should be able to ship before New Year's. Hopefully. Not making any guarantees. We are having literally one thing after another go wrong around here. So, with my luck, I'll be bringing the planters home tomorrow, end up in an accident, they'll be all over I-25, the way things are going.
Except you're not going, I'm going.
Huh?
Except you're not going, I'm going.
Oof.
I have spoken.
Well, it still doesn't mean they're not going to end up all over, splatted all over I-25.
Yeah, that's true.
You have a better chance with me.
Maybe you're going to end up splatted all over I-25.
Oh, Christine says, so cute. Received my large planner today. Love it. Everything you said it is.
Yay!
Wow, that was fast.
They are really, really stinking cool. I mean, I love it. What happened was the printer got a new machine and then they got slammed and it has just been a domino effect. We've just had issue after issue. So it's just kind of been one of those things where it's out of everybody's hands and we are all just working as fast as we... You guys should see my living room. It looks like a shipping nightmare. And yeah, so Anyway, okay. So here is the Red Hots dissolved
Wow.
in the water, and we're pouring it in our cherry Jello right there.
That is. Oh no.
Why?
Why are you putting Red Hots in our Jello?
Well, because I do every year, and you love it.
Turret is in bed sick, she says.
Oh, I'm sorry, Turret.
You do that every year?
We do this every year, and every year you.
Why is it not so
man.
spicy?
Well, because it's thinned down with the
Applesauce.
applesauce. Okay, go to the recipe
I'm
real
now
quick online,
learning
'cause
what
I
you
can't
put in
remember
my
how I'm
Jello.
supposed to make this. Okay. There
It's
we
very
go. Okay,
easy
there we go.
4-ingredient recipe.
Yes, it is, but I couldn't
It's
remember.
an easy Christmas party food idea.
Yes, it is.
These are your best holiday side dish recipes.
Thank you, dear.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yes, we love these holiday side dish recipes, don't we?
We do.
Because it's red and festive like Christmas. Okay, so I've got the Jello. Now, usually we'll make a double or triple batch of this because absolutely everybody loves this, okay? Now, in case you guys are wondering why, oh dear, I did not mean to just do that. Oh, well.
Are you supposed to have applesauce in there?
You're supposed to have applesauce, but not quite that much. I can't find a single measuring cup. I don't know where they went. So that's why we're just guessing here. Okay. So, the basic concept is this. And there you go. The red Jello salad. Then you just put this in the fridge and let it set up. In our case, we set it in the garage. Put some yeah, just set it outside. Put some plastic wrap on it.
Kathy wants to know, do you need another Get It Together? People vote for Tar Bumper sticker.
Actually, I have them in the other room. Yes,
Shake off the spoon.
Although the other computer
you
is
can.
the other computer is not gone forever, so
So
it's spreading the Get It Together people message all across America.
It's the start of Mom's presidential campaign.
So here's the thing.
Just throw it in here.
What's funny about this is it's been, you can do it on me, Dave.
Yes.
It's been one thing after another. And it's like totally stuff that's out of our control. So Mike took his computer into Apple and he was like, this is not working. I need it fixed. They're like, okay, we'll send it in. You'll have it back like 3 days later. Okay, so Mike goes down there, was it yesterday? So Mike drives all the way to Boulder, which is an hour each way. Goes all the way to Boulder, and he's there, and they're like, oh, yeah, it should have been back today. Oh, well, your computer is a bomb hazard, so we couldn't fly it to Texas. We had to drive it to Texas, so you're not going to get it back until later next week, or later this week, or early next week.
So random.
Well, they said, oh, yours has one of those batteries that was all puffed up, and they were afraid it was
Gonna explode on the plane.
so they couldn't take it on the plane.
So it's stupid stuff like this that keeps happening, and we're just like, seriously. Okay, this next one is Uncle Dave's dip, which has now been turned to Dave's dip because
I love
Dave
it.
loves it and has decided
It's my recipe now, Uncle Dave.
He's taking
no
it-
take backs.
he's taking it from Uncle Dave now, and I really didn't need a bowl this big. Now, this is another one where we usually, I think, triple this recipe, either double or triple this recipe. And Mike will put the link in the description. These are all in our Dining on a Dime cookbook, which you can pre-order now. They should ship hopefully mid-January.
Are you pre-making
sorry.
these for next week?
I would like to pre-make these for next week, but my family, when they see food, they eat the food.
Oh.
So I don't know if they'll last. I am going to try at least and pre-make it on Saturday.
What is Mike doing
Putting the link,
for
the dip.
the oh, sorry.
And so hopefully Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to try and get some of the stuff pre-made. Okay, now put this in a pretty little bowl. And you've got Uncle Dave's dip. Now, You can make this into a cheese ball if you want by putting it in the fridge and then scooping it out and rounding it into a ball. And then you can roll it in nuts if you want. Okay, tip the camera up.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
I'm not going on camera, though.
Okay, well, here you go.
Just magic ghost hand is gonna grab it.
Magic ghost hand. Oh, the lummy, yummy
yum.
goodness. Breaking my dairy-free diet here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Dave does now.
So it's just a jar of Old English and a thing of cream cheese. And we eat it.
Jesse wants to know, where in the grocery store would you find it?
What, by the Velveeta?
It's not Velveeta though.
It's not Velveeta,
different kind of.
but
yeah.
you find it on the same aisle with the Velveeta. Okay? All right, there.
You guys look adorable. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you, Denise.
Aww.
Diane, I resent the links to those ebooks that you ordered. If you were not intending ebooks, contact us. Go to livingondime.com and click contact us, and we could do a trade if you'd rather have the print books.
Okay, the next one is the green salad. Have mercy, that took me 5 minutes to do 2 recipes. Oh dear. I didn't really have more planned today.
Go slower. Slower.
Okay, so the next one is...
Here, we need to get the high-speed camera. Hold on.
The next one is the green salad. Now, normally this is a fairly inexpensive recipe, but Mike went to go get the cauliflower today because I forgot it. And it was crazy expensive. It was like $4 for this head here of cauliflower. So, you might, if you're on a budget, you might just see what the cauliflower prices are in your area and go from there. You can leave the cauliflower out. You don't have to. The cauliflower adds nice contrast, but it's pretty much whatever you want to do. Okay, so then you want to get it broke up into little bite-sized pieces, just like so. Now this is another recipe that you don't have to really measure. We just kind of dump it all in, and then if you have more people, you can just add more broccoli, more cauliflower. If cauliflower is really expensive, just use a little bit of cauliflower, cut it up finer, and use more broccoli.
Whoa, you're going through these recipes fast, woman. Slow down. Your
Like
link
you
dude
said,
is trying
we
to
need
share
the
links.
high-speed.
Huh?
Like I said, we need a high-speed camera. We're going way too... Oh, there we go. Not that slow.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, really, you don't have to spend a lot of time. All this stuff I'm going to be making ahead of time. The broccoli salad you can make ahead of time and just wait and do the avocado on Christmas Day. If there's people that don't like avocado or are allergic to it, just leave it out if you want, or put it in a little dish chopped up on the side, and then whoever wants avocado can have it, and whoever doesn't, you can do that.
Janelle in Minnesota says, cute apron. We're making gingerbread men right now.
Ooh! You mean
Yay.
Janelle, our assistant? Janelle, you can
Yep.
say she's our assistant.
Well, I was waiting for you to introduce her.
Oh.
Cheryl says, I had a hard time finding Old English cheese last year until I discovered that my grocery store for some reason was stocking it in the refrigerated cheese section.
What?
Our store is too. At King Soopers, it was in the, like, to the
Really?
right of the shredded cheeses and stuff.
Well, you may have to take a picture of it and ask, which may or may not be helpful or not, but...
Where's the Dave's dip? Oh, there it is. It's back.
Whoa! Tony says cauliflower is 29p in Tesco UK this week. Wow, ours
29.
was
That's
29
cheap.
pence. Yeah. Ours. Did you say how ridiculously expensive it was?
Yeah. I mean,
I thought there was
I
a
don't know that
mistake.
we've ever paid $4 for a head of cauliflower. And I will say, I went grocery shopping today, and for the first time I've seen grocery prices actually really starting to go up for some things. Not everything. I mean, cereal was still $1.50 a box, so that's not That's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, then you're gonna add your broccoli. Now I already had this pre-cut, but for us, for dipping, a couple days ago I went through and cut up a bunch of vegetables and got them ready for us for dipping. So I'm just gonna cut these up a little bit smaller.
Oh my, Carol said she had a phone blow up in the Apple store.
Oh my.
Wow.
Well, that's crazy.
They told me that my computer wasn't one of the suspicious ones, but that the generation after it, they recalled all the batteries. So that's why they were worried about it. Ooh, Marie, I just wanted to say I got my planner today. I was amazed it only took from Monday until today, and I live in North Buffalo, New York.
Oh,
I will be
yay.
reviewing it on my blog. I love it.
Aw, thanks.
Awesome.
Yeah, so if you ordered up until now, they should, and there's a big, quotes there, guys, because the way things have been going, like I said, literally as soon as they walk in the door, we put them in the boxes and ship them. And so as soon as I get them from the printer, I'm shipping them. I'm getting another shipment tomorrow, but that's still, I don't think, going to complete everything. And hopefully next week, right after Christmas, it will do it, get the rest of them for all the pre-orders. I am really sorry. We've just had issue after issue, and it's really not been anybody's fault. It's just kind of been that way. Well, I mean, it's my fault that I should have planned this in June. So that's my fault. But you know how that goes. So, all right, for those of you who don't know, take these non-slip shelf liners and cut it into your own non-stick grip thingy. Well, good grief. Okay, that didn't even get it either.
A lot of people are disturbed by the monitor.
Okay, so here is the sunflower seeds right there. All right, we'll talk about the computers more. Well, tell them to get over it. I am here to help you with your OCD. OCD is not okay.
It's OCD. A lot of people missing your mom too.
Yeah, so Grandpa's not doing too good, so she's staying and helping with Grandma, helping her with that. Okay. Oh, I think Grandma might be on there. Hi, Grandma. We sent a hotspot over with Mom to Grandma's, and they might be watching. Hey, Grandma. Here, we should sing Christmas. Can we sing Christmas carols to Grandma and go caroling through the internet?
Yes, as long as you don't sing more than so many words.
We can sing Silent Night, Holy Night.
Demonetized.
All is calm.
Except I think that's like a...
That would
All
definitely be
is bright.
demonetized.
That's public domain.
If it weren't public domain, that would have been demonetized.
It's public domain.
But if you do like, All I Want for Christmas Is You or something, that would definitely be
Oh,
demonetized.
no, I wouldn't sing those kinds of songs for Christmas because they're just stupid. Okay. All right, so then you put in your olives. Okay, just like so. And then you take your avocado right here.
What? Oh, Little Town of Bethlehem is public domain.
Well, yeah, they all are.
Jingle
Oh,
Bells
Holy
is public
Night,
domain.
Jingle Bells, all of that is. Dave, can you hand me a... well, no, hold on. Let's not do that. Okay, so we've got everything in here stirred up. Now, the avocado will go brown in this overnight. And since this is way too much for my family to eat right now, I would probably put a little bit more broccoli in it, but that's okay. I'm just for the show going to show you what it looks like. Here we go.
Jackie says you have a beautiful voice, Tara.
Thank you. I sang in my former life before I got married, and then all the singing stopped. Okay.
Yeah. Once he caught me, he stopped with the pretense.
Okay.
Yep.
And there's the broccoli salad.
Yep.
So, easy side dishes you can do for Christmas.
Oh,
Do you eat the broccoli salad? I can't remember. Is there
Me?
something
Yes,
here
I
you
love
don't
it.
like?
And
Okay, you have to taste test. Okay, I'm gonna taste test. Oh, yum. That's good. That's really good.
Jesse asked when they were wondering about the Old English if you could hold up the jar so she could take a picture. So everybody get your cameras ready. I'd probably give them 20 seconds to get the cameras going. Tammy, I love raw cauliflower and ranch dressing. Oh, that is good. Oh, wow. Karen said I found Old English in a non-refrigerated aisle in Walmart, believed by the spaghetti sauce. It's the kind of thing that you might have to ask them about. Because when I worked at a grocery store, we always had, nobody could ever find the Sure gelatin. It was in the weirdest place. So.
This is good. Yep.
Wow.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas.
That's
Just
delicious.
because I haven't said it yet.
All right.
Do you want to tell everybody? So we, you know, those of you who know we were out of the country for a couple months this summer. It's been kind of strange because
I think it's thrown our whole lives off.
ever since we've gotten back, it doesn't feel like the season that it is. I'm thinking, it just doesn't feel like it should be Christmas
I
yet.
kind of feel like since the trip, a whole section of our life has just disappeared. And we don't know where it went. And, yeah.
So dear, Amy T says, I like to say I'm not OCD, but a control enthusiast.
Okay.
Oh, Mary
So-
says she thinks she would like to try puppy dressing on the salad.
Yeah, that'd probably be good.
That's
So-
really good salad. It's really amazing.
I gotta tell you something. You know what all this mom wants for Christmas? You know what this mom wants for
For
Christmas?
people to get it
Everybody
together.
leave her alone.
Well, yeah, both of those actually. But practically speaking, we know none of that's going to ever happen. So, you know what this mom wants for Christmas? Is a toaster that works.
Dude, we've gone through 370
Translate
now.
to Grandma's toaster from 1950 that doesn't have any computer brains to try to outthink you.
Okay, I got to show you this because it is so crazy. So, I'm on the great toaster hunt for 2019 again. Like every 3 to 5 years, I go through and try and find a toaster that actually works. So, I got this one. And look how lovely that toast is on the box. Can you see that toast? How can they see that
Ooh,
lovely
that's
toast?
so crispy and delicious.
And
looking.
perfectly browned, isn't
It's
it?
perfectly brown.
So,
That's not food advertising at all.
so I went and toasted the piece of toast just to see how it would do. Here's side one.
Wasn't that on medium?
Oh, that's why it was laying
Here's side two.
on the table like somebody had just chucked it to the wind.
So, I was looking for this toast because I wanted to show you guys. And Ellie said, well, Mom, the toast didn't go to waste. I said, it didn't. Why? She said, well, I used it for a spoon rest. She said, I was reusing and recycling, and I used it as a spoon rest.
Yep.
Can you believe this? Seriously? Can people just not make a toaster that works? How hard can this be?
The thing is, ever since we've gotten smart toasters, they do that.
It is not rocket science.
What was I toasting the other day? I was toasting something, and I had it like on 4, and it just totally incinerated it. So then I put it on 3, and it completely incinerated it. And then I put it on 2, and it still completely incinerated.
I was just hopping mad. I was just like,
You might have already said this, dear, but Karen said, "Oh, you know what would be good in that salad is crushed up ramen noodles uncooked for crunch." Did you mention
yeah,
that?
yeah.
'Cause we've
The
had those in-
sunflower seeds are crunchy, but yeah, that's really good too.
This stuff is really worth it, by the way, guys. You just,
So Denise was guessing that you wanted a Roomba for Christmas.
No, I don't want a Roomba. Sorry,
oh,
Mother.
those things are.
She needs one that's about 10 times as powerful as a regular one.
We would fill a Roomba like we would fill that little. We fill our cups. I don't know what's wrong with our house. I think we need new carpet, but because I had the vents all cleaned, but we will fill now that all the cats are dead. It's not quite as bad, but we will fill.
That sounded terrible, dear.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
That sounded awful.
Now that the cats have gone to a better place, we're thinking possibly heaven, but a couple of them we're not sure.
One of them was reconciled right at the end.
So, we'll
Really?
we'll fill our cup thingy on the whatever, the vacuum like this much, and that's vacuuming once or twice a week. So a Roomba would never work for us, but that's okay. Okay, so I got a package from Nancy.
It would be like,
Oh,
whoa!
oh, Nancy.
Oh, thank you, Nancy.
Oh, she got a letter from Mom. I'll give it to Mom. Nancy's in Canada. Thank you so much, Nancy. You're so... Oh, how pretty. Oh, that's lovely.
Ooh.
Thank
Even
you.
sparkly.
Tara,
Whoa,
Mike, Dave,
cool.
Jack, Gillian, BJ.
Oh, thank
A
you.
very holy Christmas. Thank you so much for all you do for so many of us. She uses our tips to live by. Oh, yay.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Nancy. That was so nice.
Somebody was asking, is there a particular dressing you put on the avocado green salad? And
Yeah.
I just shared the recipe again. Did you answer already?
Mm-mm.
I just shared the recipe again, and if you don't see it, if you miss any of the recipes here, you can go to livingonadime.com and click show notes, and it's right there.
Yeah.
So, ooh, a card from Aisha. All right. As I'm waiting to see who's at the door. Birthday! 50, what? Me? You're at your best, you're at your prime, this is your year, you're at your time. Or this is your time, go past the true, try to discover the true. And the years ahead, they're all for you. Mike, I hope you have a wonderful birthday.
She just needs you
God
after
continue
the
to
show.
bless you and your family.
She just needs you after the show.
Thank you, Aisha. I very much appreciate it. Wait, I think I said that phrase before.
Yes.
Wow, so wait, I have tons more new cards?
You do. These all have come in since your birthday show.
Can I open up the
Ooh. Denise says, whoops, I was at my brother's yesterday and his Roomba was running and it got stuck under a chair. I forgot to tell him where it was. Ours would
Mom
be
loves hers, and I think it's fine if you have a smaller family and maybe no pets or something, or pets that don't shed too
Oh.
much, but...
This one is for you, dear. It says Tara Kellum.
Oh!
It's from Why Just For Me, Yvette.
Oh, I think I already showed this one. Yes. Oh, thank you, Yvette. Yvette? Is it Yvette or
Yvette.
Yvette? It's Yvette.
Say Yvette.
Like
The Y. Thank you again.
Ooh, wow, this is cool. Oh, to Mike, wishing you a happy 50th birthday from Libby. I love it, Libby. Thank you.
Oh, that's cute.
That is really cute. Wow, a koala with two, are those parrots? No, they're, I forgot what you call those birds. Well, they're kind of like parrots.
What are they?
And Joni, everyone got their cards. Do you want to open yours, Dave?
Wait, this one says Tara also.
No, care of Mike.
Oh, care of Mike. Oh, okay.
No, I'm hiding from the...
And she even sent one to Buster.
Ah,
Isn't that nice? You want to open your card, Dave?
Nice.
whoa.
I'll open it back here. I ain't showing my face though.
Mike, don't worry, 50 is still nifty. Happy 50th birthday.
Dun, dun,
As long as you know where to put the keys, you're doing just fine. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Who cares if it takes you longer to get there? LOL, love you all, Bonnie. Thank you, Bonnie. Oh, I like your card. Yeah, so the irony on the keys thing is, yesterday, I was, after the computer debacle, I came back from Boulder and I thought, we don't have any computers, I can't do very much work anyway, so maybe I'll go get some, look around for nifty gifties for Tara. And I
Wait,
went into
is
the
this
store, and when I came out of the store, I realized the keys were in the ignition.
Locked in the car.
Although, the good thing
Thanks
about
so
that
much
is,
for the cute card, Joni. It's very nice.
So Ellie had to go rescue
she had to
him.
drive a half hour to go rescue me, but then she and I kind of had a dad-daughter kind of afternoon date, which was really fun.
Joni sent this one. Happy holidays for Buster. Thank you. That is so cute. Oh, that's cute.
Ah, cool.
Okay, I'm sending the other ones so the other kids can open theirs.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Debbie. And Richard and Debbie, both. Sorry, Richard and Debbie. More candles means more wishes. Sorry. Thank you for all your money-saving tips and recipes, and wish I had known all this when I was raising my 3 children who are grown now. I have 6 grandchildren and have another who's due in March. Oh, congratulations. I love watching your shows. Now listen to your podcasts on Spotify. I'm also thankful for your Christian witness. I'm looking forward to making some of your candy recipes for Christmas. God bless your family. Happy birthday, Michael. Thank you so much, Debbie.
Then we got this one from Pam.
That is
Thank
really
you,
cute.
Pam. She gave us a really nice note in there also.
Oh, should I not be reading all of them?
Well,
I don't have to. I don't have to
I didn't
take
know
over the
how.
show.
No, it's fine. You can.
Aw, thank you, Julie. Wishes for a very happy birthday, sending lots of happy thoughts, especially for you. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate that. Go ahead.
So this one is shipped internationally to Living on a Dime, and since I own 51% of the company, that means it's mine, right?
I was like, wait,
Oh, oops.
I thought, how peculiar these people have the same last name, and they're in Kansas. And I was like, wait a minute, what? Oh, I thought I recognized the handwriting. With age comes wisdom, with wisdom comes respect, with respect comes honor. And with the senior deal comes 2 biscuits and bottomless decaf for $1.99. That's the one that really matters. Yes,
Oh,
discount.
my word.
I hope you have an awesome birthday. Thank you, David and Shayla.
That's our brother. That's my brother and sister-in-law.
That's awesome. I love that. Ooh. From Roberta. If there's ever a time you can have your cake and eat it too, happy 50th. Oh, it's now. Happy 50th. Have a splendid birthday. It's been awesome. Especially since it seems to continue to be going on a little bit longer.
It does. You've got to celebrate for like a week and a half.
I know. Roberta, I wish I could show your return address. Well, actually, I guess... So, I guess I can, because I can cover up your... So, this is the return address label. Isn't it cute?
Oh, man.
I love it.
Oh.
I was going to say, wait. Your address isn't across the picture, so... Ooh. Oh, yes?
Well, this one is international, and since it's Living on a Dime, and I own 51%.
But I'm the one who drives all the show
What?
stuff. You guys wouldn't be here if it weren't for me.
Oh, dark chocolate.
Oh my.
International from where?
Canada, I think. Let me see.
Ooh.
Nada.
From me to you, a great big thank you. Love, Ann.
Oh, thank you,
thanks,
Ann.
Thank you so much for my Bible. It means so much. I've never been to church, but I'm plucking up the courage to find one. You go, girl. I'll be able to understand the instruction manual now. Oh, that's great.
Awesome, Ann. Thank you for letting us know.
Ah, I'm
Means
so
a lot
glad.
to us.
Yeah, if you guys have tried reading the Bible before and it's a King James version, get a newer translation. It's a lot easier to understand. So get something like a New Living Translation or a New King James Version or something. And then she sent me this cool little old-fashioned recipe book. Oh, thanks, Ann.
We much prefer the New Living Translation for easily understanding,
Yeah.
especially if you've never read one before. And we still have our offer out for if you would like a Bible and you don't have one, let us know and we will send you one for free. So,
Honest?
yep. So just you go to livingonadime.com and click contact, and you can request it there, or you can send an email to editor@livingonadime.com.
Can I open this and eat a
Ooh,
slice?
ooh, this is cool.
You can try a slice.
To Mike.
Or a
Happy
piece.
50th birthday, and thanks for being one of the few sound voices on YouTube, Facebook. I look forward to each show for your wisdom and insight. Oh, thank you, April. I appreciate that. This is a really cool sparkly balloon card, too.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a cool recipe book. Yorkshire pudding. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
We're gonna put all those in the new gaming.
I think I've seen this card.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you, Jody. Happy birthday. Enjoy your special day. Thank you, Jody.
Let me try a piece, Dave.
This 2-second rule. I I'm not gonna waste good. Is it Canadian candy?
Canadian, I think.
This is dark chocolate.
Is it Canadian?
I think so. Maybe.
Man, that's really good.
No, Great Britain.
Great Britain. Britain.
Sorry, Ian.
It tasted very much like British candy.
Oh, yum.
Oh, this is dark
Yum.
Cadbury.
Oh man, it's really good. Which one is it we've been testing?
This one is the one.
We've been
here.
eating the regular Cadbury right here.
Cadbury. Oh, Bourneville. I never heard of that
I've
one.
never heard of Bourneville.
I didn't
yet.
see this when we were in the UK either.
Oh man, I'm
We were
sorry.
in a lot of
Europeans,
places.
you guys make so much better chocolate than we do.
Yes, definitely. That's because it's by appointment to Her Majesty the Queen, Cocoa and Chocolate Manufacturer.
Oh, that's because I approved it.
Yeah. I think it's the other queen they're talking about.
No, it was me.
It's funny because I think we kind of offended a few people when Tara was calling herself the queen in front of.
Okay, so this
Mike.
is hilarious. I'm like, why is this in ounces and tablespoons and teaspoons? I forgot. Britain used to be on our measurement system before they went rogue.
Oh, what?
I forgot that Britain used to be on our measurement system before
Yep.
Britain went rogue. Lost their minds. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there. Not gonna ask. So I can actually use these recipes.
Yes, it was probably those invaders from the continent. You will do the metric system. Oh, whoa.
That's funny.
Oh, here's another cool card. Wait, is this? Actually, I almost thought it was homemade.
Oh, that's
Kick
cute.
butt, ain't no stopping you. Go get it. Yes, you can do it. Come on. She says, Mike, only you can make 50 look fantastic. Own it, Silver Fox. Happy birthday and many more. P.S. Love the show and your sweet family. I bought 3 of your cookbooks and really enjoy your recipes, Tara and Jill. And Mike's biscuits. Is that the only recipe I have in there? Aw. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate it. Oh, this is the one we were wondering about that was so awesome it got seized at customs.
So this is for you from Suzanne in
I
Saskatchewan.
think it's pretty impressive. It came with all this customs tapes all over it. We're like, whoa. Haven't seen.
I don't think any of ours has been opened from customs yet. I think this is the only one so
No,
far.
we used to have a lot of them that would disappear at customs.
Well, our books would disappear at customs, but
Oh, Mike, happy 50th to a one-of-a-kind guy. Hope you have a fabulous birthday, Tori. And I love the picture. That actually looks like... Oh, it's not the same, but it looks similar to my first car. Wow. Ooh. Wait, this is from here?
this is from Ireland.
Wait, is this from the package?
No,
Oh, okay, this is from Ireland.
near Dublin.
Ooh. They're both... Oh, I see.
It's from... Go ahead.
To Mike, you're a ray of sunshine, a glass full of joy. So have a birthday cake's birthday?
Yes.
Have a birthday cake's birthday and lots of cheer, hugs, laugh, and celebrate.
Marianne.
Oh, Marianne. Oh, Marianne. Is this Marianne that
Yes.
we met?
Except I think it's Marianne.
Marianne. You're right. It is.
Yes.
Thank you, Marianne. It was.
Thank you.
It was
She
a
was
pleasure
so
meeting
nice.
you too.
We loved meeting you. If we ever go back to Ireland, we're going to have to say hey. Well,
Yeah, definitely.
if Mike and the kids ever go...
Which we will, unless God takes us first.
You might at the rate we're going.
I think Tara was terrified on the road, so it might.
I liked Ireland. I loved Ireland.
So we might need a letter writing campaign to get her to come back.
It's just the traveling issue.
She loved it. She just didn't want it. I think it was because I was driving.
Yes, it was. As a matter of fact, if you want to know the truth.
I think if somebody else was driving, you'd be totally fine with it.
We'll hire a chauffeur next time.
Ooh, wait, is this? Oh, they opened the card too. Oh my!
Mercy, are you kidding me?
You know why? It's because it was going to Colorado. Oh, yum! Oh, who's this from? I didn't see.
Suzanne.
Suzanne.
I think that would be stuff leaving Colorado, not
The original
coming to.
Macintosh's creamy toffee.
Ooh, break that
looks
open.
delish.
Oh.
Where'd the scissors go?
Right here.
Oh.
Meanwhile, I'll take the shot.
Break that open and let's see what it is.
Well, since it says Macintosh isn't and it's a tartan can. Wait, where's she from?
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. Oh, awesome. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh. Sorry.
Well, oh, you didn't know? Wishing you the most fabulous birthday that ever birthdayed. Oh, closing it for YouTube issues. Happy birthday, and since you're the most awesome person who ever awesomed, it only seems fitting. Love from Canada, Suzanne. Thank you so much, Suzanne. I love the music, and I will listen to it. Here, we can do it a little more because I think YouTube forgot. Gotta stop there. Got too many seconds. Thank you. That is awesome. I very much appreciate it.
Yeah,
and now I know why they opened it. Because they probably scanned it and said,
Oh,
what are
yeah.
all those wires and things in there?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think we're going to change the theme of our show.
Toffee testers are us?
No, I think we're just going to test foods from around the world.
Mm-hmm.
That is good.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Mark
That's
can't
really
open his
good.
mouth now. Tara will be giving it to me all day.
Oh, yum. Then
Actually,
we got...
I still have that.
Actually,
cat
let me
from
tell them
earlier
a story.
in my mouth.
So, we have a wonderful lady nearby working on our website, but she's from County Donegal in Ireland. And we were talking about Ireland one time, and she seemed pretty enthusiastic that we had been to so many places in Ireland. And she said, "Did you kiss the Blarney Stone? I bet you kissed the Blarney Stone." And I said, "No, I think Tara would have divorced me if I did." Because I said, "I have enough Blarney already." She found it to be amusing, so.
I thought that was going to be a longer version, so I took them out.
Mm-hmm. It would have been a longer version except for the Macintosh
I want some
coffee.
more of that board game sent to us. We have to get it. I don't care what extent we have to get it through customs. We need that chocolate.
Here's
Ooh.
something else funny about Victoria.
Margaret says, "Oh, I haven't had that toffee since I left Canada in '57."
Oh man, it's good. Here's another funny story. So she's from Ireland, and she's completely redoing our website. So hopefully for the new year, we're gonna have a totally different website, and it'll be more user friendly and all this. But the big concern that we have is that it's good for the mobile side of it. And so she kept saying, yeah, for the mobile site, we'll do da da da, and then for the mobile site, we'll do blah blah blah, and then for the mobile site, we'll do this. And so halfway through, I said, that's great. I said, I'm really glad it's going to be working for the mobile site for this one. Do you think it's going to work just as good for the mobile site? It took her a minute. I felt bad after I did that because she was like, I'm like, I'm only
She had
kidding.
this look like, all right.
But it was just funny because we like listening to the accents, so we thought that was pretty cute. All right, so this one,
Tara, you are not sharing those chocolates.
oh man, this one came from our wonderful hostess with the mostest, Crystal in Massam, England. I could not believe it when we got this today. Crystal,
That house was awesome.
we love you. Dave says your house was awesome. You liked her house, huh?
It was very chill, yeah.
I think next year we should go to England for Christmas. And Mom will take a helicopter into Massam.
I'll just stay in London for the entire month, and we'll just be fine. I'll fly over eventually.
Oh, did you say this is from Crystal
This is
Massam?
from Crystal. From
Our lovely friend Crystal in Massam, North Yorkshire. One of the most wonderful places we've ever been.
Sorry. Hope this parcel reaches you in one piece. Uh-oh.
Yes?
No! Crystal, you didn't.
What? Oh, I just realized what this is likely to be.
Oh man, did you seriously?
I hope you recognize it, Tara. It's from that lovely shopping trip we had in Paris.
Crystal! Oh, that is so nice.
Can you get some tissues, please? Yes! This is the reaction we needed today.
What happened?
This is a really good day for her to get this, Crystal.
Did something happen that I missed?
Crystal sent Mom some stuff that Mom was just loving when she was there.
Thank you.
I hope it reminds you of afternoon tea at Caesar's Castle. And
So here's what's so crazy about this. I keep thinking how I regretted not buying this when we were at that thrift store. So here's the story. We went to the thrift store in was it Thirsk? How do you say it?
Yep,
Thirsk. I couldn't remember. And we found this tea set. And I absolutely loved it. I mean, I loved it. And so I stood there, I don't know, probably what, half an hour? A super, you need to go do it. Do it. Just go.
I'm doing it right now. I'm just going to see right now. I got to notice about it.
Probably a half an hour looking at this, going back and forth, and I was like, oh, I really love it. And Crystal said, how are you going to get it home? I said, I have no idea, but I absolutely love it. And in the end, I ended up not buying it because it was the beginning of our trip, and I'm like, how am I going to haul this tea set around for 5 weeks around London?
Does it look like it all survived? It probably did.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Crystal. You are so sweet. Crystal is the sweetest person.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen you cry about
Oh! Well,
stuff. Like,
what's
that's-
so dumb is I really wanted this tea set.
Man.
And I don't really want a lot of things. I'm not a big, shopper.
I wonder how much it was.
I don't know. To ship it? I don't know.
Well, yeah, especially with shipping.
So, okay, well, I think they all made it. It doesn't look like anything got broke. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe you shipped this clear across the ocean. And you got the whole set.
What?
I wonder if she had them ship it at the store. No. She
I
had
don't
her cart
know.
inside of it, right?
Thank you. I've been having such a bad week.
Wow.
So I have to say,
Okay.
this was the most perfect
Okay.
timing on
This
earth.
is, okay, carefully sit this over there. I am going to have myself a
Where?
cup of tea. Just set it right there.
You want me to get the water for you?
No, go ahead.
Just
Okay,
set it
hold on.
here.
Hold on. Okay, a cup of English breakfast. You get it? Oh, I am just so excited.
Crystal bought this.
Remember
set.
this tea set? Were you there when Crystal and I went to... Oh, no, maybe you weren't. That was the day we went to get Dad, wasn't it? Okay. Here we go. Oh, she got me my tea set. I'm so excited. Okay, now I know this isn't a proper cup of English tea. I know that. But
Because we did a proper English
since
tea.
it's already 5 o'clock, I gotta do decaf or I'll be up all night long. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, any more comments while I'm getting my
I was
English drink?
slightly distracted by the thing that you were asking me to look for
Oh,
real quick
never
here
mind. Okay.
to make our show better,
So-
except I think it's not in stock again.
Oh dear.
Although it could be just...
So here's the thing. So we just got a notification that a part that we need for the show...
Mom, do not talk about
Oh,
it.
never mind.
Don't
Sorry.
say anything.
Okay, I'm not
Period.
saying anything.
One or more items are no longer available due to availability, stock insufficiency, and have been removed from your shopping cart. We could buy it from... They're like scalpers on here that are selling it for double the price. So... we were trying to put together a new show computer so we don't have to use the shipping computer. Just kidding. My computer that we used to use for the show just wasn't cutting anymore. And so we did all this figuring to get the components to build a new show computer that would just power through anything. And
What?
it turns out that once we did all this research and we found just the right one, the processors aren't available. And they're like the most popular processor right now, and so
It's the
Dave
most
showed me a thing
popular,
saying
but-
that Uncle Dave apparently got one, but wow, every time I go there,
Well, how much is he going to sell it to us?
I think he's been looking for it longer than us.
Well, he can just give it to us.
Although in theory, after Christmas it may go down, but we'll see. So.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if tea tastes better in a real English teacup.
I
Shall
bet
we?
it does.
You
Okay,
might
you
wanna-
ready?
You gotta be really careful with that teacup.
Oh, that's delicious, ain't it?
It makes all your troubles go away.
Oh.
Wait. I would hold the.
Made in England even by Royal Vale. I don't know if Royal Vale is impressive, but it sounds impressive.
Hold the other side.
Oh,
of the cup.
Tara, you're so sweet. How excited and touched you were by your gift from Crystal. You made me cry.
Isn't that cute, guys? Oh, thanks, Crystal.
Yes. Actually, they were very kind to us.
Oh,
letting
Crystal
us
was.
stay with them and taking us all around in North Yorkshire, and it was
I would
really
brave your driving. Go visit Crystal again.
wonderful. You would?
I would.
I would take you there. Well, she said if we were to fly into why am I forgetting the name of the place? The city that's closest to them. That you wouldn't have to drive through the London traffic.
Oh my goodness. London traffic
Leeds.
is as bad.
It
I was
was
going to say
Leeds.
Leeds?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
I
going
don't
to
know
say
why it
Leeds, but
blew
it
my
didn't
mind.
sound right to me. London traffic is as bad as New York. I mean, I've been in LA. New York is number one. London is number one. They're tied.
Denise says that's a lovely tea set. Everyone's saying
Oh,
it's
it
beautiful.
is so pretty. And I just love the little house with the flowers. I just love the little house with the flowers. Isn't that cute?
Susan wants to know
Oh,
how many
Crystal.
teacups are there. Denise,
I don't
now
know.
I
I
want a
think
cup
there's
of tea.
4 maybe. I think
Okay.
there's 4.
Kathleen wants to know what is the pattern called. So pretty.
I don't know. It says Royal Vale Bone China, made in England. So we saw this at a thrift store, actually. And
Oh, is it really?
yeah,
Wait,
we saw it
was
at a thrift
new
store.
At a thrift store or
Huh?
new at a thrift store or thrift at a thrift store?
No, it was thrift at a thrift store. And I was like, oh, that is the prettiest teacup I've ever seen. And I wanted to just get one because I thought I could at least haul one around. And the lady was like, no, we sell them by the set. And I just had no idea. It was going to be 5 more weeks on our trip. And I had no idea how I was going to haul around a tea set all over creation. So I left it, and I have regretted it. I don't know how many times I've thought, man, I wish I could have figured out a way to buy that tea set. Thank you. Oh my goodness, now we have to get a china cabinet to put it in.
I'm not moving that thing around, no.
Dave, I don't
Good
know
luck
anything.
moving it around, because I'm not doing.
So, do we ever explain the computer thing? Angie says no laptop tonight.
Okay, so the computer thing.
Literally everything has gone wrong.
Literally everything is going
That
wrong that
could
could
have
go
gone
wrong.
wrong.
We
So
have actually 3 computers,
3 work computers.
3 Apple computers, all in failing condition.
2 of them less than a year old.
2 of them less than a year old. In fact, 2 of them, when we bought this one, we bought in February, and another one we bought in May, and then we were out of the country for 2 months.
Yeah.
And even so, when we got back from being out of the country, they were already malfunctioning.
Yep.
So the reason I say Apple is just because they're not
Well-
as bulletproof as people think.
Yeah. So here's what happened. So last Friday, was it last Friday you went to Apple?
Thursday,
It was
because it was my
Thursday,
birthday
yeah.
when I had
Last
lunch with my
Thursday.
friend. With my friend.
So a week ago, he took 2 of them in, and we said, okay, we have to get them fixed because we have the planners, and one of them is our shipping computer. And I said, you've got to get the shipping computer fixed because I cannot, well, it's this one. I can't get orders shipped. And he's like, okay. So he takes them in, and they're like, well, we can't just fix it now. We have to leave them both. So they left both of them. They come home. The 3rd computer is mine, and I had it sitting there, and it's almost unusable. I'm like, Mike, I cannot get this computer to work. So finally, it came back, and we were able to start shipping on Monday. We were able to start doing some shipping labels for the planners that you guys got. Then, I kid you not, I got like 10 labels printed, and the printer poops out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So
that was a
then-
special kind of day.
So,
That was a real special day.
That day was from Satan, and we were like rebuking demons because it was insane. So the paper gets jammed in there, so I take it apart. I can't get it back. Mike's at the grocery store, and Mike has a habit of having a ministry at the grocery store, which I appreciate.
Wait, which was this?
When you were at the grocery store Monday when the printer pooped out. So I told Mike, I said...
Actually, I wasn't
I know.
in my ministry.
I know. I said, you normally have a ministry.
I was standing in front of the flowers thinking I should bring flowers to Tara today.
I was just saying, normally you have a ministry. And
because I woke up and I was afraid for my life.
And so he called and he asked me something or another, and I said, listen, don't dawdle. The printer's not working, and we have to get these orders out, and I cannot get it fixed. He's like, well, can I talk you through it over the phone? I said, no, you have to get home.
Well, I wasn't sure at first if she meant the printer on the desk or the printer in Fort Collins printing the books.
So he gets home, and him and Dave spend an hour and a half trying to put the printer back together. In the meantime, I realize that he got the other printer hooked up to my computer, and I had started printing labels. And so I had gotten about 75 or 100 labels printed, come in here and start packaging, and realize I had printed all those labels. I had printed the wrong size box. So I ended up spending like $150, $200 more in shipping than I should have. But to spend the 2 hours to go back and redo all those labels was not worth it, because it would have taken me like 3 or 4 hours then by the time I had to refund, resend new shipping numbers. So we just lost like $200 in shipping because I got the wrong box. Well, so then we're going through, and I take the first load of books to the post office, and I realize today is the busiest shipping day of the year for the entire nation. The post office was nuts. They were great. They were totally great, but they were nuts. And we ended up having to take 5 loads that day. So it was literally one thing after another kept happening. Everything kept breaking. Then I ran out of planners. I thought I had enough to fill all the orders, and I didn't. And I told Ellie today, because this whole week has just been one big spiral down. And I told Ellie this week, just before the show, I said I had laid down to try and recover myself. And I told Ellie, I said, you just keep spiraling, and you hit a certain point and you think, there's nowhere to go but up from here. And then you realize, no, you can actually go further down. And she said, Mom, that's the point when you realize you've hit the Earth's core and you're headed to China.
But the good part about that is you're starting to come back to the surface again, even if it is on the other side.
So I think we're coming up on the other side in China, but we're going to come up.
Eventually, at some point next.
Oh, have mercy.
A lot of people loving NIV. Yes, NIV is a good Bible version. English Standard, somebody mentioned. That's great. New American Standard, nobody mentioned, but it's my favorite study Bible. New Living Translation we always recommend for people who haven't read the Bible before, because it's really easy, but also accurate. And it's probably not as good for study, though, as some of the other ones. So anyway, I was going to mention, because a couple people had mentioned it. Again, if you want a Bible for free, send us an email at editor@livingonadime.com, and we will send you one. You can, if you don't remember the email address, you can go to livingonadime.com and click contact.
Yeah. So can I tell them my funny dream I had before I woke up this morning? This is how my day started.
Uh-oh.
So I heard that another YouTuber had died of cancer that I kind of know. I mean, I've talked to the husband a few times for business stuff on YouTube, but found out the wife had died of cancer, and then another YouTuber I know got cancer, and then one of our viewers sent us a really nice Christmas card saying her husband had cancer, and I was like, good grief, what is going on? Well, so anyway, so last night I had a dream, and it was right before, it was the dream, you know, right before you wake up for your morning, and I dreamt that I had cancer, and Mike was by my bedside.
You're gonna share this?
Mike
She has the most weird dreams
I
about
have
me,
the weirdest
especially.
dreams. What's funny though is you were actually Mike in my dream this time and not Steve.
Well, that's good.
He's always Steve in my dreams, and I have no idea why, because I don't even know a Steve. But anyway.
What's up, Steve?
What's funny is, I was laying there, and I was getting ready to die, and I was okay with it and everything, and Mike was sitting next to me, and this lady comes up, and she says, well, I'm ready to get married, Mike. And I said, well, I'm not dead yet. So I
It's
told,
not me. She's the one dreaming it up.
and I was like, he's already got women lined up, and I'm not even dead yet. Not that he's doing it. I'm not implying anything. But we were getting ready this morning in the bathroom, and I was telling my dream, and he said,
Which one did I say? What? Oh, I forgot.
he said, wow, he said,
Okay.
go ahead.
Oh, if I recall, it was something like, wow, I think I'm already back ordered.
So they're back ordering you in my dreams.
Wow.
Lining up for who's going to get Mike.
Man,
What's
maybe
wrong?
the jealousy will motivate you.
Yes?
You can kiss me now.
Did you make any noms?
It's in the fridge and I have to heat it up, but yes, you can have the if you want to.
Oh, do you want me to get the Jello?
Oh yeah, see if I don't know if the Jello's set yet. It may not be set yet.
I don't know how to.
Okay, so anyway,
They
yes.
just had it.
Tina says she contacted us twice about a Bible and never heard back. So I was wondering,
Yeah.
wonder if it's possible that
Okay.
there's a. Here, let me see if I can send myself an email.
We'll look in our spam. Sometimes the ISPs delete emails.
Or, yeah, that's really odd. But we will check our spam, and I will. Sending myself a note right now, Tina. I don't recall if you've bought anything from us, but I will check in our records and see if I can find your email there, and then I will contact you. But you could also contact us again at. Is there another address?
I don't want to give my personal one.
Yeah.
Just try again, editor@livingonadime.com. But Michael, look up, if you've ordered something for us, we'll use that address and we can get you one.
It's not that we don't want you to have the address. We don't
no.
want to say it for everybody else.
I have a personal email address that usually when we have problems, we can get it through. And also, okay, do you think you can find that?
Tina, I did find some orders from you, so I will contact you through there.
Okay, I know we're going over time, but I wanted to do a show on this. Maybe we need to just do the show on this. That's the problem this week. But can you get that? Are you on my Facebook side or your Facebook side?
Mine. I mean, I can.
Oh shoot! Can you switch to me, or is that possible?
If I mostly.
Can you go to that Luke 7? What it is? Do you remember what it was called?
No, but you sent it to me somewhere. You're talking about that one about family things.
There was a link I wanted to share with you guys. We had a discussion about what to do.
I can't get the link and bring it back to my side. Oh, I can email it to me and then come back.
Okay.
We were improvising on the computer situation.
You guys, not having work computers has really been a huge issue.
This is the desktop I put on here for Tara.
Isn't that beautiful?
To try to cheer her
it
up.
matches my new teacup.
To try to cheer her up, yeah. So, okay, whoops.
Okay, hold on.
Now Mike's causing
Oh
catastrophe.
my goodness. Oh dear.
There was a link. I
Oh
wanted to show
dear.
you that.
Where's that coming from?
About why this is.
Yes.
What?
Now we've got the
I
rain,
turned it
the
around
ball
and
of
now we've
doom.
got the beach ball of doom. But at least the pretty picture's still on here.
Oh no!
This is why you don't buy 5400 RPM hard drive
Oh,
computers.
wait, what?
Sit back. Okay,
But
so
Ears said it's coming
we
back.
were talking about how to
Taking
deal
years,
with
but-
abusive family members on last Wednesday's show. Oh my goodness.
It's okay.
In the name of Jesus.
It's okay. There we go. It's gonna work. Eventually.
At some point in the distant future. No.
Okay, we were talking about on last Wednesday's show about abusive family members. And I think it was Cherry that sent it to me. If not, I'm really sorry. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Cherry. She found a really...
We're watching all the doc icons bounce up and down.
So it's not
Waiting for it to
working
start.
better. She sent sent me a link that this lady who had been in an abusive family had written on how to deal with your abusive family and when you should leave and that kind of thing. And I spent all day Saturday and Sunday reading this lady's articles. And I was blown away about how on target she was. As a matter of fact, go to Facebook. As a matter of fact, can you get into Facebook?
Uh-oh.
As a matter of fact, I would say before you go into counseling, dealing with your families, if you're a Christian, well, even if you're not a Christian, but read this woman's articles. It'll save you about $3,000, $5,000 worth of counseling expenses. Oh my goodness, she is just brilliant. It's pretty much everything we've always said, but she says it in a way that I think is just really, really good. And so, if we can get our computer working
We did. Oh, by the
here.
way, somebody earlier asked if we are doing shows next week, and I know we're not doing one Wednesday. Well, that's fine. You just need your phone. We put this on.
I think I know where my phone
Whose
is.
fault is that?
Can you see the condition of our home at the moment?
Jack, can you find Mom's phone, please?
Go look maybe
Phone's
on my
number.
chair.
Okay.
Quickly. I need you to go now.
Okay.
I think it's on my chair. Okay. I think Satan must not want you guys to have this. So we are going to continue to forge on.
We are just not gonna care. We're gonna be like, suck it up. Where you gotcha?
And this lady is so super smart. And I went and read her bio on Facebook because she calls herself sister and reverend for a few of the articles. So it's kind of like I
What's this
wanted to
about?
make sure this religion that she's in is something that we agree with before sharing it. But it is. She was just saying that as Christians, we're all brothers and sisters in Christ, and that she doesn't have any birth family left, so that Christians are her family. So don't let that mess with you. She's really
Well, it
studied
was
her Bible.
Surreal how much we felt
The
in common with the.
everything
She
we've
told.
gone through with Mike's parents. As a matter of fact, I told Mike, I said, we have to do a show on this before Christmas for all these poor people who have abusive families and they feel guilty saying no to going for Christmas, but they really don't want to go for Christmas. And
We're getting there.
and
Please wait.
sorry guys, this computer is just
So there were some Apple fans out there, and we have been Apple fans for a long time.
we
but
were until this year.
We're starting to have more
Yeah,
and more,
keep going.
more and more problems.
This is why
but-
you don't buy
Windows
Apple.
for the win.
Well, after I talked this one,
Yeah, oh, be
after
careful.
I took it into the shop, it appeared that the issue is that if you buy the basic
Okay.
computer that they have, it's not even useful for basic things.
You can't even hardly use
And I was
it.
thinking, why do you guys sell it then? You're making your company look bad after
Yeah.
we've promoted
We're
you
so
for 15
ticked.
years.
Yeah, we are so ticked at Apple. I could just scream.
You know,
'Cause-
this computer was $15,000.
No.
No, $1,500, right?
Yeah.
Well, this one was free because of the warranty, but
No,
Mm-mm.
well, no, we paid for it. They just had to fix it,
oh,
but it's not working still.
well, Although you could get a Windows
send it without
computer
a
that has the
message.
exact same performance.
So,
actually more performance.
if you
for
want,
like
since we're already on your
$500.
Facebook, we can paste it on Facebook
Oh, okay.
on this side.
There you go.
Um,
Don't touch my teacup.
Except, do we...
What are you doing?
Dave, are you watching the comments? Because I haven't seen anything for a while.
So anyway, for those of you who have come from abusive families, emotionally, spiritually abusive, physically abusive, any kind of abuse at all.
What is her name?
Hold on, Mike's putting the link up here for you.
Actually, send this to me. I did. Okay.
Cheryl wanted to know.
Just a second. He's going to post the
The
link on
website
here.
is luke173ministries.org.
Yeah. But I want you guys to start with this article that I'm posting because it's very good about when to know to walk away and when to know when you should stay. And it talks about
A lot of tactics that people use like that.
and I'll tell you,
What do you want to say
all
on this?
of just say help with abuse.
She needs to.
That's fine. You can let him. I'm done cooking.
Alright.
Sorry, I'm going to switch to my side. We're done over here, right?
Yeah. She talks about when is forgiveness and when you shouldn't forgive. And not necessarily just not forgive, but when someone keeps repeating the same behaviors over and over again, they haven't actually been repentant for the abuse that they have done, and they're not actually trying to change their actions. And it's very, very informative, especially when you are adult children. It's for adult children. And then if the adult kids have kids and the grandparents who were the abusers try to get to the parents through the grandchildren, which is what Mike's parents did.
Oh.
When we were going through court, and I don't know, I feel we need to tell that story, but I'll let Mike decide since it's his family. But I will say this, when we were going through court and we had said, we're done, we're not having anything to do with you, Mike's parents went behind our backs and went to the kids' school.
Well, not mine.
And to BJ's school.
Yeah.
And, well, Emily's school actually.
And
But
work.
BJ's work and Emily's school, and they went behind our backs after they had been forbidden contact with our minor children. And so it was just really, really informative on how to deal with that. And like every single thing, we're like, that's exactly what they did. That's exactly, well, you have to forgive. You're a Christian. You have to forgive. Okay, forgiving doesn't mean you go back into the situation and continue to be abused.
It's good for you to forgive, but doesn't mean continue to put up with it.
Yeah, Cheryl, you need to read this. As a matter of fact, I even had counseled a friend of mine who has a similar problem.
Well, she says it's too late, Tara. I'm already here.
Who?
Cheryl. Oh, no.
No, you need to read it, Cheryl, before Christmas. If you guys are dreading going to Christmas with your family, you need to read this article, seriously. As a matter of fact, I even was counseling, or talking to, not really counseling, but talking to a friend who was trying to decide, does she spend Christmas with the abusive parent or not? What does she do? And I'm like, you don't want to go. You're dreading going. You get nothing out of it. Why do you continue to let yourself be a punching bag? Because that's exactly what you're doing, is letting yourself just be a punching bag, and you are volunteering. It may be verbal, and it may not be physical, but you're still just letting yourself be a punching bag. So anyway, it was super good. I wanted to make sure that you guys got that article, because I know we were talking about this last week. We probably won't get, the way things have been going, we probably won't get a show done on it. I really wanted to do a show on it before Christmas. But, I don't know. We'll see how Friday and Saturday goes. We might be able to do one Friday or Saturday. We'll see. But, because we really wanted to address some of those people who are really having issues with abusive parents and their adult kids, and their parents are like, well, you have to forgive. No, you don't, actually. You need to forgive for your own peace of mind, but you don't have to keep forgiveness does not equal going back into relationship with that person when they're not repentant. So anyway, okay, sorry, that was a really long way to say that while we were trying to get the computer to work. All right, so yes. Any other questions, dear?
Actually, Cherry Tara already forwarded it to me, and I read, but there was so much. Wow.
I spent all Saturday and Sunday reading everything on this woman's website. Oh man, that British chocolate is good.
Right?
Oh, with my British tea.
British chocolate is amazing.
And yeah.
No, Mike isn't talking because he's got all this in his mouth.
Is there gonna be a show on Monday?
Okay.
Just before the show, Tara was thinking maybe she should take off, but
I was thinking maybe we shouldn't do a show until after New Year's. Things have been so incredibly rough around here. Grandpa's not doing well. My brother and sister-in-law are coming next week for Christmas, hopefully. I'm not sure. We'll put a notice out and let you know if we decide not to. We'll plan on it for the moment, but things have just been so incredibly hectic. It's just been insane. So I was just thinking maybe it would be good if we took a couple of weeks off and just tried to get a breather. I don't know.
You do what is best for your health, Lisa says.
Tara's
been struggling, especially in the last week or so. So
I will publicly admit I shouldn't have done the planners. I know, you told me so. Even though they're stinking cool.
They are really cool, but I think sometimes Tara has issues knowing her limitations. Let's say soap Micah.
You say that in the third person, but she's right there.
So, yeah, I don't know if we're gonna... And I have to get planners shipped next week, and Tuesday is Christmas for us. We start our Christmas on Christmas Eve, and so if I have to spend Friday, Saturday, and Monday shipping, I don't know. So
a couple people said, Bonnie also said, me too, never heard anything with the Bible request. If you send a request to us for a Bible and you haven't gotten an answer, if there's a way you can send it from another email, maybe either your spam filter or our spam filter might be blocking it in some way.
Okay, do this.
The two people that have asked, I have looked at in our system, and we actually have your contact information, so I will be contacting you. Anyone else, what were we going to say?
Put a post on the Living on a Dime Facebook page that you didn't get one, and then I will privately send you our other email, or I will look up your name and see if you've ordered from us. And we can send it that way, or you can send me the address through that way.
We have an overwhelming amount of people saying, take off Monday. Yeah.
You guys think we should take off Monday? I mean, even Mike, he can't do anything because we don't have any computers. You just seen him trying to make the dumb thumbnail for today. Thankfully, oh, and I forgot to tell you. Now, Dave's computer that we've been using to run the show has been pooping out.
Oh, thank you, Nancy.
Yeah, it's been having display
Nancy
issues.
says, please take care of yourself. You're very precious to us all, and we care about you. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. I know you care about us because you send us wonderful things.
Bonnie, you're one of the two people I was talking about, then I will definitely make sure you get it. So,
which doesn't mean if you haven't sent us wonderful things, we don't think you care about us. I'm just saying Nancy has just been so sweet. We really appreciate it.
Alice says, forgive but don't go back. Amen, Tara. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. So I think a lot of people don't realize that when you dread going to visit your family all the time,
you probably shouldn't.
Something's not right.
Yeah.
And maybe that doesn't mean, you need to be totally out of their lives, but maybe it does. And it doesn't mean you have to, if it turns out that there's some family and they don't want to be respectful of you as a person,
if they're still treating you bad, there's a problem.
It doesn't mean you have to be hateful, but sometimes it's good not to be together. And because the family that's been that way with me, I don't have horrible, terrible wishes for them. I just hope that their lives are going well over there. And I don't mean that to be disrespectful, but the thing is,
we're not going to continue to be a punching bag.
no, and the distance makes things better. And it's interesting because after having kind of broken that off, which actually we didn't really break it off, but we just didn't go back afterwards. But looking back, I kind of realized there were all kinds of signs of problems that I was trying to overlook. And as far as this lady's link, here, let me share it again. As far as this lady's link, maybe I should put it on the show notes too. I realized, I forgot what I was going to say. I realized that this has been happening a lot longer than I had noticed at the time. Oh yeah, and also because the whole idea of you're a Christian, so Jesus says turn the other cheek and give if a person
Love
steals
your
your
enemies.
coat, and love your enemies. That doesn't
Loving your
translate
enemies doesn't
to-
mean you have to sit there and be a punching bag.
He also says don't cast your pearls before swine.
Yeah.
Because they'll trample them and destroy them, and that is basically that and a lot of other verses indicate that you shouldn't put the things that are precious in your life in the line of fire when you know it's a problem. It doesn't mean you should be disrespectful of those people necessarily, but it's not being disrespectful to say, you have your life and I have my life, because I've had a lot of other extended family who don't know the story because they've heard the family,
And they will lie about you.
the problem family.
Lied.
I was really quiet, but the problem family was lobbying the entire extended family to try to turn them all against me. But I was thinking, it's not my place to have to go tell everybody my side of the story because it's just being gossipy. And so I thought if other family members hear a lie and believe it without asking me, then they're not really acting like family either. So, to their credit, the majority of the extended family that I know of doesn't seem to have gone that far, but a lot of them are saying, you should meet them halfway and try. And I was thinking, no, you don't understand. There's no halfway for them. It's like all their way, which basically means submitting yourself to abuse. And according to this lady's article, she described it exactly the same. It's frightening. If you want some insight, read her story, and that's very much the situation that we went through. And Alice says family's not always blood. My family always said that it was. But there was a time where I remember when our oldest son was a young child, and I was making a reference to unconditional love with your family. How because this is your child, you have unconditional love for them no matter what they do. And at that time he said to me, there's no such thing as unconditional love. If you don't do what I want, then I won't love you. And he didn't mean that as a threat to me directly in that moment. It was just revealing kind of the thought in his mind about how life works. And it's just not the way life is supposed to work. And, he had his own troubles in life, and that's contributed to his thinking that way. But that way is not healthy for us.
And it's not an excuse.
And it's not an excuse.
And a reason for you to continue.
It's an explanation, but not an excuse.
Yeah.
So, because there are a lot of things where you can trace back this is where the cause of the problem happened. But when people become adults, it's time to say, okay, that was really terrible that happened to me, but I can't let that be my excuse for doing it to other people. So, let's see. You should have never said that. Unconditional love is someone from your heart. Sorry for what you guys have been going through. Thank you, Shelley. Although that issue with the family, that was a number of years ago now, thankfully. But we're saying it now because we know so many people who
have the same problem and think they have to stay.
Yeah, I'm not saying totally break it off with your family just because. But I'm saying don't be afraid to put a boundary there to protect yourself if you recognize that this really isn't right. Mm-hmm. Because I realize there are a lot of seeds planted sort of insidiously when people are trying to manipulate you that way. And those things make you question yourself and think, wow, why am I so bad? What am I doing that's wrong? And you're not.
Not you.
I mean, maybe it is you, but for the most part, it's not you probably. You know, if you're the person who's trying to control everybody and you say, well, they're not doing what I say, then that's you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Okay, any questions or comments before we go here?
Cheryl, that's true. I still forgive, but it's hard at the time it's happening. Yes. Well.
And if a person has forgiven and they've truly repented and are truly trying to change their ways, you take as long as you need to make sure that they've actually changed their ways. And they may screw up now and then, but they will still come back and continue to keep trying faithfully. Now, I'm going to guarantee you 99% of abusers are not going to try and do that. But
they will kind of turn it against, they'll say, well, it's because you do this that and one really huge thing that this lady talks about, and I realized it, but I didn't realize how significant it was till later. If they never, ever, ever apologize for anything, because there was a time where I realized we had a big catastrophe with the same family at one point that led to a separation for a while. And in the end, there were some things said that were kind of like, well, you know, sometimes we regret things and all. And I said to Tara, they're never going to apologize, but I think I'm going to kind of, that was a mistake, by the way. But I was thinking, this is probably the closest they get, and I think, well, you know, I'm going to extend some grace and try to see if we can mend this relationship. That was really a mistake. And I didn't realize at the time, but if they can't bring themselves to ever apologize for anything, then they're not going to admit that they contributed to the problem, or that they were the problem. And that eventually will turn into a negative thing. So your good intentions can still bite you. So, Amy, that's it with mother-in-law. All or nothing, so hubby's having to learn to set boundaries. Something he has to reach on his own. It takes time. That is a problem. He does sort of have to reach it on his own, but it's hard. And looking back, there's times where I think, oh, I regret so much wasting so much time trying to make it work.
I should have stood up more. I knew it was a problem, but it was his family and all of that. I should have stood up more because I was enabling the situation, and I should have said, no, we're not going, period. Because every time we went to visit them, we never stayed with them. They had a house next door that they would let us stay at, you know, if we went up there. But we continually had to have our bags packed because at any moment we would have to leave because screaming and yelling would start. And so it was never fun. It was never relaxing. And always had to be on guard. My kids don't even know them now. Like, Jack doesn't even know who they are. He wouldn't even recognize them if he was shown a picture.
And it's not because of anything we said.
No.
It's just that they really didn't show any interest, and so once
they never showed interest in the kids. I mean,
so once they weren't around anymore, the kids were like, well, I hardly knew them when they were.
Yeah.
In fact, the kids kind of felt like...
The kids actually started getting a little resentful because BJ and Ellie knew them a little bit more, that we were having to go up there to visit them. And they were getting a little resentful that we were having to waste our time doing this.
They wouldn't even try to hang out with us. They just
Yeah.
be like, you kids go play over in the forest.
So here's
by those rocks.
I don't think that
the
article
parents will talk.
specifically speaks to this, but what I would say is if you're married and your in-laws or your parents, if either set of parents treats you guys like this is my child and those are those other people, that's not good. And that was kind of the experience, was sort of like, I'm the child and Tara and the kids are those other people. And it was at the point where essentially when we would visit, it was kind of like, here kids, go over here and watch TV so you don't bother the adults. But that's really not kind of a normal...
Yeah, they never played with the kids. They never tried to really...
And if you have those kinds of things and you feel stress about it, there's a good reason you feel stress about it. Mm-hmm. Like, and also the Bible says you should leave your mother and father and cleave to your wife or husband, bond, become one with them. And so if the parents can't accept that other person, then there's a problem. And if you're married, your first duty is to the one you've married. And so, in the situations, I would try not to be disrespectful to anyone. But if there was some sort of a problem and it was between Tara and the others, Tara's my wife.
Thank you, Amy.
But there were other things that we just realized. But we tell people that because there's a lot of holidays shouldn't be a time of angst and upset and people arguing. So
Billy's walking down the stairs going.
Yes. Well, and it is true that the family we have now, it's really better. So it's not like, I don't know. There was a loss there, but over time I realized it's not as
steep of a loss as we thought.
It was more of a loss at the time. It's harder when you're right in front of it. So those of you who are struggling right now, it's harder when you're right in front of it. And some things are harder anticipating it than actually doing it.
We have so much of our life back, not having to deal with it and discuss it and figure out what we're going to do next and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
all right, guys, we are Tara and Mike. I don't know what I'm saying. We are going, and please visit us at livingonadime.com.
One person did ask for you to restate what the 3 recipes were.
Oh, it's in the description. You can see it in the description.
And I'm sharing the show notes link again. The show notes page, if you go to livingonadime.com and click show notes, it has all of the links that we shared, including all the recipes.
And they're on the front page of our website.
And the article that Tara talked about. And I think it also has our emailing address if you want to ask us for a free Bible or something like that. So, yep, all of that's on the show notes.
And I think we'll be back Monday, but not sure. If not, Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas. And even if we are here and you're not.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Feliz Navidad.
I was trying to think of something funny, but I couldn't think of anything.
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah. So,
That means Happy Christmas.
yeah, Kimberly, you need to read that article. Read it. And Alice, another verse is, fathers, do not embitter your children. And I think that means adult children also. So, yeah. And we got to go. But we also had a couple of people, when I posted this article on our Facebook page a few days ago, say, well, what about abusive adult children to their parents? Okay, if they're under 18 and they're being abusive, if it's physically abusive, you need to get some intervention. At the very least, all their electronics, their car, and all that kind of stuff needs to go away. If they're over 18, they need to be out of the house. Okay? But
all their stuff on the curb.
Here's the thing. Since you're the parents, you need to look at yourself very carefully and maybe get some counseling, but you need to look at yourself very careful and say, how did these kids end up this way? Did me or my spouse do something that caused that? And if that's the case, you need to reconcile first and change what caused this in the first place, if you're the cause. Because the majority of the time, kids just don't go crazy and start being abusive to their parents unless something was happening beforehand.
Amy T says, if nothing is ever their fault, it's always somebody else's in every situation, then it's not going to work either.
Yeah.
That's true, because they'll never, when I was very young, I had somebody who was not being very kind to me, but still said, you can never be wrong, can you? And I was thinking at the time, no, I can't. And then I realized, wait, could I be wrong? Then I realized a lot of other people never ask themselves that question. And I probably wouldn't have if this particular person who really didn't deserve my whatever had thrown it in my face. And so even though that was not a very good relationship, that person's statement actually made a major positive benefit in my life. So anyway, but yeah, if you feel like you can never do anything wrong, or if they do, then that's not a good, or right, then that's not a good situation.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, guys, please like, subscribe, and share. Please visit us at livingonadime.com. Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Whether we come back on Monday or
Feliz
not.
Navidad.
Feliz Navidad, yes. Joyeux Noël.
So how do they say Merry Christmas in England? Happy Christmas.
Yes, Happy Christmas.
How do they say it in Ireland?
They say Happy Christmas?
How do they say it in Norway?
Turid?
I don't know. They say
Are you
it in
still
Norway.
awake, Turid? I know it's probably really late.
All right, guys. I will, well, somebody said their 18-year-old is still in high school. But if they're 18 and they're being abusive, sorry, Charlie. That's not okay. If they're not going to be respectful of you in your home, yeah, no. But I would say in that situation, you need to look at yourself and see why this child is acting out this way and see what you need to change to mend this relationship and start seeking counseling for yourself and that kind of thing. So anyway, how do they say Merry Christmas in Australia? Okay, wait, we have to wait a minute. How do they say it in Australia,
I think it's
Amy
also
T?
Happy Christmas, right?
I don't know, but they probably say it at the beach.
Oh.
Well, barbecuing.
I just cannot imagine Christmas when it's 100 degrees outside.
And
I
they
just
probably
can't see that.
They can't imagine summer
Jack.
being...
Analia has a message for you. She says, Feliz Navidad y Año Nuevo.
Uh-oh, I know what that means.
Wait, hold on. What?
What's
Oh,
that?
good Yule
Feliz Navidad and
Good Yule? What?
something.
in Norway. Happy New Year.
Año Nuevo. You might say also Prospero Año Nuevo, which is a prosperous New Year, but she says Y Año Nuevo, which probably means also Happy New Year.
Happy Christmas and Merry.
And New Year. Yep.
You're taking Spanish this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so go back to YouTube and see if Amy T says how they say it in Australia. Amy T, where are you at? Where are you at?
Well, she.
Oh,
Well, this is
well,
Italian.
that's not.
I think it's
English.
Italian. Buon Natale.
Have a
Buon Natale.
relaxing holiday?
I don't know. I'm just making that up. Have a relaxing
Well,
holiday.
there you go,
Even if
yeah.
that means doing nothing much and just something special for yourself.
That's what we need to do is say, have a relaxing holiday. And happy Hanukkah. I think it's Hanukkah now. To all of our Jewish friends, happy Hanukkah.
Yes. Actually, I don't remember when that.
At a Goshen, two-family homestead, Hanukkah in Israel.
It
Naomi
says
in
starts
Israel.
December
Amy's-
22nd, so I think it's still 4 days.
Oh, Hanukkah does? Oh,
Amy-
well,
according to Google,
soon to come.
Amy
Okay.
says Merry or Happy Christmas both ways go in Australia.
Well, there you go. See, Australia's a good country.
Google says Hanukkah is December 22nd, so I don't know if that's...
It probably is. Okay,
Alice,
I'm early
Alice,
for Holly
Happy
Crow.
Christmas, mate.
There you go. We forgot
So-
the mate.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
And Alice is in Australia too, so.
Have a great night.
Yeah, good night. Thank you very much for joining us, and hope you enjoy those awesome recipes.
See you
I'm
next
going to go
decade.
eat some. Bye.
Bye.